to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let's just call it AC because I don't know how to pronounce the Creed or Sreed or I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna call it AC. Here we go. I wanted to explore, but I couldn't explore, so I thought maybe I have to do a main mission before I can explore. Alright, let's load it. Take your time loading. Oh. Alright, let's just move around. And we are loaded.
He's already marking his territory.
Marking? Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harold may be young, but he's clever.
So I tried to get to that little yellow dot because I know that's probably gold or some kind of new ability, and then as soon as I tried to cross over, I got sent back. You can't go there, they said. I think around here I get turned back. You see here? There's this eagle, and then I walked, and then I tried to get there. Couldn't get there either. So I assumed I'm not allowed there until I do the main quest. Find and speak to what is his name? Sigurd.
He came of age very quickly.
Alright, let's speak to him so we can do... Let's speak to the little cat. Sorry, cat. I don't even know what I'm running to. Yeah, there's a kid there. Let's speak to the kid. Let's see what he wanted. What did the kid want? I'm used to running in this game. I should call my horse more often. Watch out. Move it, people. Move it. Move. Move. Ah, no. My horse is being super slow. I think I'm faster than the horse. I'll be fine without you. Thank you very much. If I keep doing that, I'm not faster than the horse. Alright, we're getting out of town. Should be safe to call the horse.
What is all this? Who bangs the drums of war?
Look at you! A battle-hardened Vikinger! Just what we need.
Oh, and what do you need this battle-hardened warrior for?
One day, we will be the greatest warriors beneath our banner. Skulls will write songs of the wolf pack, but we must first practice our raiding.
Going on a raid. Then we shall raid. 3 wolves and I will be forced to your lead.
Wolfpack! Onwards!
Wolfpack!
They ran. 4 warriors. like 4
Cool.
limbs of one clawing body. Each limb built to kill, destroy.
Alright. I'm lost already, kid. I was listening. But okay, let's follow the kids. I was listening to the story, yet I still didn't get what I want, what I need to do.
They arrived at the village. Torches, axes, and blades at the ready. Ready for the slaughter. His bones shatter on impact. His insides are all outsides now.
What else do we need to attack? Alright, kids, I think we got everything. Oh, there you go. We need to loot this chest.
Loot! Beauteous loot! Pack silver is stuffed into the big wolf's purse.
Am I done now? There you go.
The wolf pack stands in the wreckage of the enemy village. Nothing remains but farms to be taken and flaming carnage. Come and kneel before your raid, leader Big Wolf.
Alright.
A successful raid.
Yes, with your help, we slaughtered the Raven clan for good.
The Raven clan, you say?
Yes, just like Shotvejal's stories. One day I'll be just like him. Nectar's champion! To the Raven clan!
Kill
Alright.
these young raiders.
Everyday life.
I'll see you
Cool.
wolves on another battlefield one day.
And that was our first. Actually, let's do this one first. Our first raid in this area. That is a tattoo, I know. That I don't know. Let's catch that tattoo thing.
Someone's pulled the wolf's tail.
I wanted to put on my hood.
Hey! Watch out, you mad dog!
If I stealth kill him, will they know? Oh, there's another one here. Ah, stealth killing them won't get me any XP anyway. If I kill one of them, they will be chasing me all over the city. Can't wait to progress further in this game and get armors and whatnot. There it is. No, I'm so close. I pressed the wrong button. Got it. Tattoo design collected.
Hey, hold on, you!
Green gamle sa de alltid här.
What am I looking for in here? Oh, another one. Must hurry. I must hurry before it goes back. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Alright. Well, that is easy. That is done now in this area. Let's do this.
My love for you rises tall and strong.
Does everyone in Alrekstad play their love game so loudly?
No, it's just my husband. He cannot satisfy his wife.
Ah, old age?
No, he's still young and fit. It was not always so. He could not keep us apart when we were raiding.
He would plow you during raids.
Our first time was in the middle of a burning village. After a while, the crew made us stop. They said it was distracting.
Love can burn brighter near death. Have you tried revisiting these memories?
Yeah, but talking about it is not the same. I need to feel it, smell it.
So you need to bring the excitement of the raid into your bed.
You could help us pretend we are raiding. That will make my water flow. Come, we must tell my husband.
I was only, well, all right.
I do not agree with this.
Weapon, you big, strong Vikinger. Today we raid.
A raid? Now?
Join me in the blood dance. Fill me with your battle lust.
Oh, yes, yes! Let us go, Viking. Maybe you could start by breaking things.
And scream as you do, like it is really happening.
They'll give me the key to that chest, so I guess I'll do. So do one now?
It is amusing, but not arousing.
It does not feel real enough.
Maybe you need more fire, like your first time.
Yes! Burn down our house! Burn it to the ground!
What did it? I am as hard as Heimdall's tower.
Then run me like the Valgrim's gates and enter Valhalla.
They're
Take
gonna
all
die.
the plunder you want. Vikinger. And take us also and let the love hunger consume you.
Another time, maybe. But I will help myself to your chest.
Nice. Side quest complete. I got a mystery and a chest. Okay, those two weirdos, let's leave them alone. Alright, that is that. Now we can see what is his face. Oh, it's all the way here. Oh, okay. Should I try and get these? Yeah, let's try and get these. It's here in the ground. There is a way into the ground, I just have to figure out how. Oh, there you go. That was easy. Alright, it's getting cold in this water. Let's get out. Oh, that was easy. Oh, there's one down. Let's get these two as well. It might be easy to get. Okay, I'm allowed to be here. Whoops. Oh, I hate that. I'm running and then I press to scan and that happens. I'm allowed here. Cool. I just need to find the entrance into this house so I can loot it. And we have an entrance. This is our first gold chest. That was our first gold chest, right? Yeah, just one more to go. I don't see the other one. Oh, it's up there. You just drop on that, thank you. Nice. And now just get out of here. You got all the gold chests in here. Good job, good job, good job. Now we just fast travel to here. Alright, see? That took me like half an hour to get those, to do those 2 side quests and get those chests. It takes a lot of time grinding this game. And I haven't even begun yet. I've seen what kind of armors are available. I want them all.
You there! What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
I feel like I should stop him. What does he want?
Are you one of Harold's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harold take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Thornburg, warrior.
I keep doing the wrong thing. Just hold down. Alright.
Sit a while and play, friend.
How do I get in here? You're giving me a headache. How the hell do I get in there?
Come! A little dice never caused any harm.
Speak with Sigurd. I thought he was here. What's wrong with this game? And I can't track even if I wanted to because
You look like you know a thing or two about dice.
How are you doing,
there he
Hytham?
is.
You survived a serious blow.
I am mending.
Nope, that's not him.
I will never be the warrior Basim wishes me to be, but I can serve my brotherhood in many other ways.
With Kjotve dead, will you return to the south?
We are going west, in fact. Basim is a tireless crusader.
Get some rest before you set out then. Injured men do not fare well on the open ocean.
Of course. Thank you.
You know what? Screw it, I'm going through the roof.
Can I interest you in a game of Orlok?
Yep, I'm going to the roof. Maybe I'm supposed to go through the roof.
Where will we live? The English will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian ways.
Quiet all!
Two days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harold's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward. To newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing, in a land we do not know, among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
We take the resources to England. We leave the resources for... Oh my god. Oh, don't give me this kind of choice. I don't know why I should just take them. Why would I leave them? It's an NPC. It's not gonna be upset. I mean, it's gonna be upset, but it's an NPC. It's a computer. I should not feel bad for it, but I don't know. You leave the resources.
If we go, we will need all the help we can get. I say we take Kjotve's spoils for our own.
I abhor such theft. But if this is what it takes to sway you to my cause, I accept.
Styrbjörn will prosper by the generosity of his new king. Kjotve's goods belong to us.
To England then,
good
before
point.
the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
All right.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Okay. Speak to Sigurd at the docks. Finally, thank you. What's wrong with that? They should use more narration. Speak with whom at the where. Speak with whom at do this at there. Do even when I activate side quests, it's so frustrating because you don't know what to do. It just happens.
Like the way those soldiers watch.
Especially side quests. They don't even tell you what to do.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there's a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I'm not ready yet. I am ready. I did everything in this land except for a few chests that I missed, but those are not important.
I'm ready.
Let
us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
We might have to fight our way out.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise. There's nothing for me here. I must go make my name in the world.
And you have plundered Fornburg's resources, I see. You leave nothing behind but your honor.
You left me no choice. I entered the Alving a prince. I left the son of a Jarl.
There are always choices, Sigurd. I will not stand between you and yours, but I do not accept it. 17 winters ago, I opened my door to you, Eivor. And now, your only thanks is to rob me? I should have left you to the wolves.
Sad old elk. Do not carry his words with you to England. He brought this day upon himself.
I know.
Alright, we've got some goods, supplies for the ship.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those pools!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for that. Bragi, sing a song to lift our Hugo.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor. And on its far sides, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenpan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England, glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
New areas of the map are gonna unlock. Hell yeah. The game is just starting. Are you kidding me? It felt like I've been playing for 16 hours. That was only the prologue. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, what is this? Why am I female to England? And what is this female? She does not look like Eivor. She doesn't have an old... She has modern clothes on. What kind of a glitch is this? Oh, we are back in reality. And we are a female character? Don't you dare smoke. Characters I control do not smoke. She doesn't have anyone Usually they have us an assistant who controls anything. But I guess she doesn't need that.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Circa told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve forever.
That's the guy behind the computer.
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean. How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
Okay.
You're a long way from home, Eivor. I'd rather walk into town than use this. Some quality stuff here.
Okay, I cut into a cutscene. Is that a ship? Alien ship falling?
Another satellite. Damn.
Fine, it's a satellite. We can go and believe her word. I guess it's not alien.
Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting. Layla, can't run away from this.
I'm running anyway. Fine.
Did you get my tea?
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Oh, that's another person.
Hey,
how did we
sorry
not
about
see
pulling
her?
You out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
I didn't know she was a female. I thought she was a male. I don't know, in previous and I played, there was a male.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. Let's have a look.
From Rami Hassan to Layla. Date 11th 2020. Subject. Response: no. Thanks for clearing that up in such profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. Ram. From Layla to Rami. Date May 10, 2020, 2 a.m. Subject: no. I don't have a COVID. No. Oh, that's so cool. I don't have COVID now, and I'm well isolated. It's just 3 of us traveling together, staying out of sight. That is wow. That is cool. I mean, it's not cool that COVID is, but I mean, that detail is cool. All right. We already read that. Rami to Layla, May 22nd. No, May 2nd, 2020. Subject response: disappearing for a while. This is a response. Oh my god, that's a lot. I'm not gonna read all of that. I don't like the sound of any of. I don't like any. I don't like the sound of any of this. Layla, and I don't like where this is leading. Not using phones is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. And no, I don't. No, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer until. To tell father that you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about. How his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand. The man doesn't understand first thing about what you did or about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being... Oh, that's the response. Call him, call me, and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you're safe. Ram. And then there is another message: disappearing for a while. She sent a message: forgive me for the short email. I wanted to call, but I'm not using phones right now, and my time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand. Nothing went as expected. People got hurt. I told you it was for research, and it was, but not for a. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story, and I won't bother you with the details. But it wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I am with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they have shown me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I fucked up last year, bad, more than once, and I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic, it is, but I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it is because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound better? Not a little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. They have been at this a lot longer than I have, and they're going to see me through this. I promise. At this time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we will celebrate Ramadan together. It will be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Papa I miss them and that I'm fine. Your sis. Hey, they're Muslim? Layla is Muslim? I mean, Hassan I knew, but Layla? Oh, her last name is literally Hassan. I didn't know that. They're brother and sister, they're Muslims. Cool. Cool. And then we've got another one. Oh, from unknown source. Okay, unknown sender. To Layla, date January 19th. Subject, next steps. Good. Maybe I should read this one and then read the one above. Alright. December 27th, from an unknown sender. You have a gift and a curse. The gift of an old blood, the curse of not understanding it. We can help you if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. From Layla, unknown to unknown sender. December 27th. Who the F is this? Sender. Would you favorite baseball team happen to be the what? Would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlanta Eagle? Alright, and then we get this one. And then we have got, let's start, holy shit, that's a lot. Unknown, Layla to Layla. Next steps, good. From Layla, unknown. Next steps, I'm ready. What? I'm missing a message. It went from who are you to I'm ready. I'm missing pages of emails. Oh wow. Let's just read and see what we see. I'm ready from unknown sender. One last message after which all communications between us via this contact or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. Your previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks, but they were sloppy, left traces of their activity on everything, digital and fingerprints everywhere. That will not happen with us. My colleagues tell me this initial meeting went well. They are impressed, if a little wary of the influence your new toy has on you, but they know better than most what it is, what it means to live with such burden. I'm curious to know more about this. Air of memories, Atif, like mine. I'm not gonna try. It's not a phrase we haven't heard of it in all our decades of research. In a few weeks of time, we will contact you once more. If you're interested in proceeding, follow our instructions to the letter. If you're not interested, or if you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic field is growing strong and satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent, and now we have credible reports of new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. Oh my god, they're working into the game. Alright. It can through Asia. It can feel like we are living through a Yeatson nightmare. Mirror anarchy is loosed upon the world. In many ways we are, but there is hope. There is a cure. Us. In the past few months, we have come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A very promising message that may help us reverse the dire course we are on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you best of luck. This is so cool. We get to know the background. I hope there are more emails on how she found whatever that is. I'm guessing it's Odin's staff. Just taking a big guess here. Whatever is in her room. Let me see the files. Oh my god, there's notes. I want to read them all. Lila, as you tripes about England, Becca and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones, more accurately, they operate in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain. So imagine their leaving had something to do with the empire's retreat. mission accomplished or a loss of faith, not sure, but we do know that it was several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Haytham are the first in a half century. Hey, I was with those in a. For our archives, I believe there were 6 main bureaus operating Romaine period. The hidden ones. I like this. I'm not even gonna try. London, Winchester, I think. No, Winchester. I don't. York, Essex, and another weird name. Those won't be the Saxon names. So you will have to read between lines. Animus anomalies. Big bags. Notice these about 10 embedded in the simulation. They are dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Avor's memory. Approach with caution. We don't know what they will do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce I'm not gonna try. Shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of the hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know if any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they are out there, and this was a period where they often croaked in legends, North Saxon songs and tales speak of them often. So keep your eye peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be Isu site? Cool. These are things I should remember for when I get into the game, back into the memory, but that's not gonna happen. I guess this session report. Date November 2014. Oh, that's Rebecca. Oh, is that what Beck's short for? Rebecca Crane, Sean, and William Miles preface. The transformation of the Order of the Ancient into the Templars are, as we know them today, has always been subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with assumption that Templars themselves, oh my god, hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly matter of public record with some exceptions. It's commonly understood that origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and this indeed was the appearances of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. Oh, too far. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contact from Normandy in the mid-11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An earlier letter, this time from Hidden One in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within ranks of the Brotherhood. From this, we can safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of the Ancient, exists at some point in the mid of 10th century. With an aim to expand our understanding in this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of a little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 15th, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various I'm not gonna try lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries in search of assassin and or Templars in his bloodline. He found none of minor interest, however, was the following personage. He here noted for particular of his biography. Okay, name I'm not gonna try. An early 9th century Jute who sailed north from modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported oh my god to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. I have to find that in the game. So that name that I couldn't pronounce made it as far as Stavanger. I'm gonna keep these names in mind. Stavanger. Before running afield of a powerful clan there, he escaped his captivity. Wait. There. So that name that I couldn't let's just call Al. Al was defeated in battle and enthralled as slave. He escaped his captivity some 10 years later and returned to Jutland and to marry and settle down. The location of Al map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer precursor relic no doubt remains unconfirmed. Oh man, I hope that's a thing and I find Thor's hammer in the game. That would be so cool. I'm gonna keep those areas that he went to in mind. Stavanger, especially that one. That was the last place he was. Stavanger, keep in mind, don't forget. Al's ancestors would later sail to England following the Normans' conquest of the island, setting in what is now called Loughborough. Loughborough? Doesn't matter, I'm gonna keep that name in mind as well. In modern day, I'm not gonna try. The irony that a man named Hastings would contain a useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066 was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relive the genetic memory of his grandfather, to quote, give Nazi proper bollocking. Alright, so most important things that I remember, well, that I want to remember from this is a guy found a genetic bloodline that's connecting him to some Al from, I don't know, from very, very long ago, and he was on the brink of finding Thor's hammer. How do you call? He lost it. So, what is it called? Barrow. Let's just call it Barrow because that's all I can read. So we need to remember those names: Al Barrow and Stavanger. If I see those in the map, I'm gonna be squealing because I need to find that Thor hammer if he's in the game. They talk a lot about Odin, so it must be.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
That would take me ages to read. But he said it like he was Desmond. There you go, Desmond. We know that name. Alright, let's read what Desmond has to say. Which one did I assume I clicked on this one? Let's click on this one.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Cool. For Layla.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just, candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
He sounds like the guy from... He was talking about this one, this December thingy. This conversation. But he sounds like the guy from... I forgot it. It'll come back to me if it is important. Okay, I'm thinking about it. It's really annoying that I can't remember. Ah, well.
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh. We'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy. God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day, we might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
That was it? Cool. Then we've got media. No, wait. I checked files. Yeah, I checked files, I checked media. Okay. What is this? The messenger. EC1, EC2. Oh, I'm supposed to go like that. I was just going like this. Okay. Before we meet at the site, I want you to see these. Last week, I reviewed the logs from my time with Bayek and came across some old notes. In the years, I explored Cleopatra's Egypt. Is that Origins? Is that Assassin's Creed? Okay. Anyway, Cleopatra's Egypt, I stumbled across 6 Isu templates. temples, most of which were buried beneath my Ferrum something tomb sites. Each temple contained an easy message, clearly meant for one with the ability to read genetic memories. I was the lucky one. I don't believe they were intended for Bayek himself, as he seemed wholly unaware of the message as they played. They may have been encoded in the way that only someone with animus could see them. It's been a few years since last I heard these messages, so my memory is foggy, but the notes I scribbled down have a clarity that I trust. Might be something to all this, I don't know. Often I grasp outside of my area of expertise. I'm enthusiastic, I think that's it, but often wrong. Let me know if something else strikes you, Layla. Message 1. Something. Layers upon layers of reality, each blurring into next. Which is real and which is not? What if none are real? What if everything you know is false? We ran thousands of simulations searching for the right version, searching for Desmond. Each of them felt real, but there is no way of truly knowing, is there? Man, I'm butchering it. Not for sure. Anything can be simulated, and finding the answer could mean erasure. Teasing assassin Maxim, nothing is true. Must be careful not to confuse trust with facts. However, a language game you will always lose, though we may stumble in our attempts to interpret it. The world, the universe, reality. What reality? What have you? It's always out there. I believe that simulated, or no. So many English that look alike. Simulated. Weird. We could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one on the level of itself would constitute a full reality. Wolfram via Conway suggests the universe is giant cellular automata, and further there is a point where the difference between simulated and real is meaningless. If the universe were simulation, what would it matter? The simulation simulation itself would be real, and the simulation, and therefore everything within would be real with the confines of the simulation. I actually understood that. Okay. Say a scientist were able to simulate pain by inducing only a few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I'm in pain. The subject says, "No, you only believe you are," says the scientist. This is meaningless as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. I'm gonna read that again. Just say a scientist were able to simulate pain by inducing only few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I'm in pain, the subject says. No, you only believe you are, says the scientist. This is meaningless as is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Okay. So, the gaps between reality and non-reality. Message 2. No surprise, you were designed to have boundaries after all, and one cannot speak of that which cannot conceive. The code. Wait, I'm gonna read that again. No surprise, you were designed to have boundaries after all, and one cannot speak of what which one cannot conceive. Man, that's English. the code equations that define life. They are nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust. Every second that passes is a word, simple, all part of an intricate yet simple language existing within the framework of time itself. It's the only rule. Is the one rule which applies to us all, immutable, inescapable. We know this, humans. We were the instruments of an earlier species, the issue. Resist the temptation to say superior. Different. No, oh my god, superior. Okay, so the ECUs resist the temptation to say superior. Different. They were better suited to some tasks, ill suited to others, possessed of a mind that we cannot know. But that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an ECU? What is it like to be a bat? The implication is that ECU could read time is interesting, but if humans could read time, would it necessarily be in the same manner and for the same purpose? Whether constructed or evolved, or little of both as we are, we cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. A round disc, on its edge is a wheel, and its side a blade. How we use something can often determine its value and its perceived purpose. Wow, okay, cool. And then we have got 3. Message 3, break code. Break the node. These walls tell a tragic story, a story we transcribe in our structure, on our artifacts, a story we could not alter, a mystery defying us. In plain sight, we tried, our scholars and scientists, poets and physics. Bright minds, rebellious hearts, they all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The stories written into the walls of these rooms. The reader has no power, he is but observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. Okay, these are all poetic. The Topa catastrophe, a supervolcanic event paired with a mass coronal ejection, was the beginning of the end for Isu. For the Isu. It changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen levels, and generally screwed things up. The Isu never recovered. Oh, there's like dots. Okay, so screw things up. The issue never recovered by our estimation. The last remaining issue did just century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roast. The disaster was not unforeseen. ECUs had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades before the catastrophe occurred. To protect themselves, they worked. Oh my God! To protect themselves, they worked feverishly to find a solution. 6 methods they tried, but due to the toxic combination of the hubris, political infighting, and bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved the most promising and was nearly complete when tragic struck. It was the method that nearly. It's a method. Okay, it was the method that nearly. It was the Come on. All right. Where was I? The final proof that most promising and was nearly complete when tragic struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles revived when he saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. I must play the other games fully and explore their story. This voice laments the compounded failure of their species to save themselves, but the truth is broader than that. day with Desmond saved us. Success deferred. Then this message, break the code, break the node, insistent and very puzzling. Man, I played the game with Desmond, but I don't remember the saving world part. There are so many games, I got them all confused. Anyway, message number 4. Linear continuity. I know that word. I've heard it before in a movie so many times. Continuity. That means something that's continuing. Anyway, it's a simulation that allows for variation within the linear continuity. There are nodes, checkpoints, moments where algorithms converge the flows of superposed possibilities to a single moment where only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, nodes are static, changeless, and the wave function collapses the paths into nodes which branch out again and again and again. Can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to correct Desmond act of defiance? The income node needs the world to end. The algorithm have been carrying the flow of possibilities towards that end for over 100 years now. Collapse the wave. I don't believe that there is one outcome. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been watching too many time travel movies, but I do believe that there are several timelines. For example, a timeline where I'm doing something else, a timeline where I'm someone else, a timeline where I don't know. I just believe in those things. It's good to believe in. I don't know. It's open-minded. There are different outcomes to your actions. I believe that. What if I hadn't done groceries yesterday? I don't know. I would have to do today groceries, which means since I did yesterday groceries, today I don't have to do groceries, which means I did something else today instead of doing groceries. It's endless possibilities. I believe in those things. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, that gives some clarity to what is happening now all around us, but it remains unclear how to change, especially from within animus, simulation within simulation. Message 5. Reality is mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are compilation and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from subtle to drastic. Okay. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses to you so you could perceive just what you needed to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time where we prefer you to remain blind to. It was necessary. It was necessity. Yeah. If we could suddenly see time that we could not guarantee the same perception, the issue is possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity. If we may let. Oh my God! See, I messed it up again. I have this thing where I don't trust what I read, and then I come back to it, and it seems like I did read it right in my head. Let's read that again. Let us speak of time as an entity. If we may, let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable. Nope. Perceivable fact. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm doing. The ability to see is the fact no way guarantees as a sympathetic view. there are creatures stumbling around this earth that read slightly differently than we do, and different purposes. Humans see in a well-known spectrum. Roy Biff. The sense of color is confined to 3 cones we possess, yet nocturnal creatures see with a different scope for different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolved in concert with their needs and are now constrained by them, as we are. Light is only a fact seen as scans and used differently by different species to suggest that we might read time. What? That we might read time. So, my god, is it to imply we have a specific use for time? The last part just got me confused. I'm gonna move on, since I kind of understood what he meant, but the last part just got me confused. The next chapter is unstoppable, and yet the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is simulation, break the code, and is doing escaped the unescapable. The Animus was humankind first unconscious attempt to explain what it could see, what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. Your Animus is different as in the mind that imagined it. Oh my god, it could escape the code, it could make that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there from within the confines of an Animus and simulations within this so-called simulation. But I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My Animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alternations to today's long past. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been calculations of time. I'm not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real, facts do matter, but from any moment in time, I choose within the Animus. I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world, what if? What if Bayek and Aya had stayed together? What if Kimu had not been murdered? I can suggest these hypotheticals, and I know what that means, and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge, for better understanding of what strategies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am, in a sense, a reader of the calculations as the issue were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict correct, to avoid that would be worth something. Cool. So see, they were just talking about how they think that if they got into the Animus and, for example, behavior, do something from the past and then change something that's in the present, like the chaotic things that's happening. I've actually never questioned that until I read this. I was just playing a game, enjoying a story. I never questioned well, that's what you do when you're playing a game. You just leave all logics behind and you just enjoy the game. But I never questioned how it works, how he does something in the past and then in the present it affects that. But I guess there you have your long, weird answer stuff. Acquired from Eagle Barrier Cassandra, 2018. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Presumed manufacture date The staff, one of many issue staffs known to us, it first and foremost medical. Wow, I said it. It's first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend an ECU lifespans and is presumed to have ability to resuscitate living creature in critical or suspended state. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but this seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure perfect replication on board. Skill: it is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repair. So as long as this barrier remains within direct contact, it has been used as a weapon infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the ECU wireless energy lattice. The staff has always acted as a conduit or container for the personality of an ECU called Al. Let's just call him Al. It is known if this personality is Al's original consciousness or a simulation of the original, though most of neuroscientists would call this distinction without a difference as the early 2019. The entity known as Al has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories, as Al has duped me, remains unclear. Known bearers: Hermes Tris 7500 IE Pyth 6th century BCE, 5th century BCE, Cassandra 4th BCE. Cool. Man, I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I only played like for the first few hours. I should play that game. Complete it. I should play, as a matter of fact, all Assassin games. My staff picture. Deleted. Oh, why do I want to read something that's deleted? Curiosity. Ah, failed. Me and M and M-E Pepo. My name is Leila Hazan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's, both of us as Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. In all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence, her humor, and her ability to focus even in times of great stress. She was an inspiration not just to me but to all of those who worked with her. I'm writing to you now with the hope of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter out of the blue from someone whose name you have probably never heard of, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear. But if you will allow me, I'll try. I was with your daughter in the moment leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partially to blame for. Really? I thought she was gonna explain. What's the rest of it? I can't scroll, nothing. Well, that took me half an hour to read all of that information. And the only thing I have still in my mind is the hammer, Stavanger and Le Barreau or something. Low Barreau. I need to look for that with the hammer. And I found it interesting to find out about how it works.
Nice.
How it works, how they think about the simulation, going into simulation, changing something in the past so that it may change something in the future. It's pretty cool.
Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
I'm ready. Let's go. I'm glad I entered the computer.
All right,
I
time to
learned a
go.
lot.
Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead.
And I butchered a lot of English, but oh well.
Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
I want to see new areas on the map. $873 CE.
There she is.
New beautiful lands.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes! I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, The sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick and a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Dag. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off. Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dag. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding, once we have settled.
Cool. I want to check the map, but I don't want to check the map yet. I want them to land and then check the map.
We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay
Stealthily.
here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
What are you doing?
Alright, finally some stealth kills. I've been looking forward to this. I hope I didn't mess it up.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Got a few enemies there. Let's tag all the enemies. How do you tag them again?
I must be careful now.
Turn away, now.
What was that? Why did he? Ooh, can I float?
What's going on? Could be in the hay.
Could be in the hay. Ah, nice.
Best be watchful. Yes, now we're due for a rat.
I did that. Come on. What the hell's going on? What the actual? I pressed R1 and then he just...
No closer, please.
You can see me? the body. I don't want it to see them and then they'll ban.
Jesus, what's happening? Rush won't hide you.
Some kind of trouble.
Thinking about in thickets, dog.
The bushes, the haystacks back.
This chain is huge and poorly anchored, it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
He said something's huge and he might be able to shoot it. We'll do that later. Let's first take care of... Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Path is clear.
The chain is away. Hey, boys, back to the boat.
We pop on that these naval teams will hold against the Avengers. That even the most durable damage launcher. So, as long as the chains remain intact, several more blast sites will be constructed in the coming months and are resolved on the rivers leading inland. This is our best defense against any enforcement incursions. It is imperative that these blockades remain maintained and kept operational at all times. Any failure of function is to be reported immediately. So there's several more ahead. I should be ready for battle.
Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And the ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, God. The ruins are not a warning. They were a testament. Look there, just ahead. Where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hoped to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
I was thinking maybe there's going to be another scout mission, but okay. In 1 minute it's New Year. Cool. I can actually celebrate New
Those
Year.
are not Norsemen.
But hey,
They're too rapid.
Happy New Year to everyone.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a yard. And if they are foes,
Ah, there you go.
then we
See
fight
you
them.
It's a New Year. Happy New Year. They're officially 2021.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
I couldn't move.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, Baccarat, and draw your weapon.
Oh!
Cross take you.
Let's finish them!
Kill these heathen bastards!
You have what you wish for, Dag.
I'll snap your neck!
Now! Kill the dog!
Got us. I would die. Decapitation for you. Like a bleed, fucker! We won't go down easy.
Kill them all.
Shoot the troll-kissing coward!
I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
Let's check the longhouse. Is this not the longhouse?
Wait! Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven Clan welcomes you.
Awesome.
From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
Cool. Also, I don't hear any...
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Settlement.
fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I get to decide, don't I?
I might have an idea.
Okay, I don't have to decide.
Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build. Expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Oh, welcome.
Good work,
complete. Travel overseas different countries. Travel through world map. Wow, you can travel overseas. Alright, let's see the new map. North Northumbria, something. Mercia, Essex. East Anglia. North Sea. So this is still not the whole map. I don't see those little names. There you go. Do we see anywhere Stavanger? I'm gonna run to it right now if I see Stavanger or Luthrop or whatever. Did I see this name in the documents? Any name I saw in the documents is gonna get raided. First thing, just to find the Thor's hammer. I think we can find Thor's hammer in this game. I'm gonna look that up if we can. 160, power level 55, 20. We came from the North Sea, I think, and came through there like that. And now this white is unexplored. I'll explore it. Alright. For now, let us speak to our friends. Oh, I must unlock that. Alright, let's speak to Gunnar or wherever he may be.
Not a bad place, eh? Can I help you with anything?
I don't know.
Sigurd wants your forge up and running as soon as possible. For that, we need supplies and riches.
Ah, you mean to go a Viking then? Good, good. How I miss those days. Ransacking and pillaging. Blade singing and shield splintering.
I would ask you to join us, but you are the only blacksmith we have. We cannot afford your loss.
Oh, it's no bother. Better I forge axes than swing them. My place is here, not pulling on the oar of a river horse. Though you do remind me, I found a map among the bandits' rubbish, marked up with the locations of Saxon monk huts.
Yes. Bandits know as well as we do. Monasteries are full of riches and loot.
Take the map with you, and put it to better use than they did.
Oh. Open world map for new intel. I don't see any new intel. Raid this location with your crew to gain its wealth and materials for your settlement growth. Raid this location. Yeah, it says the same thing everywhere. Quest. Power level 20 suggests that built from the ruins of abandoned wintering camp once occupied by Great Haven Army. Ravensthorpe is now the permanent home of Raven clan. Yes, permanent is good because that means I don't have to move around and each time upgrade from start. It says press the world map for new intel, but I don't see new intel. Must visit that. Must visit all of these gold thingies. So many power waiting for me to be unlocked. This is my kind of game where I unlock constantly new things. I like that. Monastery raids. Raiding heavily guarded locations is the best way to find wealth. Chests containing supplies and raw materials. Both are needed to construct building at the settlement. The raid is done when all nearby wealth chests have been looted.
Bend your ears and listen all. For the good of our clan, it is time we go.
Raid and find reasons to
Today we
build
raid,
supply
that tomorrow we may build. At last! We will crack these Christian monasteries like a row of hen's eggs!
The Saxons know we are here, Don. The monasteries will be well guarded.
By nothing more than priests and prayers, I'd wager.
We'll pick up from there.
Can my men die? Can they die? I think they can. Oh well. Here we go. Attack them.
I stand ready.
Let's please you. No paradise where you're going.
That is all we need for Gunner. But if there's more, we should claim it.
Your word proof.
Press! Let's not waste time.
Hey, can't do this alone.
Oh wow. My first raid and I already died. Disappointment. Disappointment all around. Fighting cloak allows you to blend in with a group of monks and busy civilians. Use this to avoid unwanted attention from gods. Special attack. Hold L1 to trigger your left hand special attack. Build a fishing hut in your settlement to get fishing rod. No thank you. Cosmetic scheme. I hope I don't need fishing. I hope it's not a critique thing that I really need in the game. Take all the necessary
I stand ready. Only say the word. Meet your fate. Keep the house in your spot.
Two perfect parries in a row. You can't block that. That's what? Stop trying to block this thing. I'm losing money.
I'll stage your well. Time to fight dirt.
Fight smart. Use your glimmer.
Right, let's get back to the ship.
Not really doggies little wells. Everywhere I turn there is sickness sweeps through this monastery like a plague. I hear the groans, the wailing, we have been burning. The ones who have died for the fear that their corpses will infect the ground. They were buried beneath cold ice. Wait, what? Beneath. God help us. I don't know why I wrote cold ice. Because there's a lot of snow, when I saw cold, God, I thought it's cold, and then my mind just went into, yeah, they buried them in the ice. Alright, let's go back home, I guess. I can't wait to explore this new area and unlock all the new abilities it has to offer. we go here. So. I hope I don't have to upgrade each area. I hope this is just the way to upgrade the thing by just raiding areas and coming here and upgrading it. Raven Stop, 1 out of 6. Only 6 times you have to upgrade it? That's too little.
This is wonderful, Eivor. A forge bigger and harder than my old forge back in Fornberg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
I have some upgrades, but I just want to wait. Gain access to unique surface settlers quests and more by constructing buildings in Ravensell. To construct new building, approach a sign boast with sufficient supplies and raw materials. As the settlement grows, it will gain renown and unlock new building opportunities. Call Raven to see all services that build or are available to construct. Alright. Call her.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
1 out of 6. Encampment.
The gods are smiling on us today.
I have a lot of ingrot, whatever it's called. And I can upgrade a bunch of stuff probably now. But I want to wait until I get better armor. I want 4 to upgrade my gear.
May I see your stores?
I've got 13.
I can get you that one easy.
Carbon ingot. What do I need to upgrade this? Cost this one of these things that I don't even have. Nickel, used to enhance gun on your settlement. 3 of those. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna keep these until I get better.
You have a keen eye for quality.
Maybe my bow. Nah. What do you have?
Tell me about what you do here.
If you need weapons and armor enhanced or adorned,
I already know that.
I'm on.
Until next week.
Wait, I have an area that's without a ruin? Man, I did not know that. I have so many runes. Evasion. Minor evasion rune. Fire damage resistance. Range resistance. Stealth damage. Damage resistance. Can't upgrade this still. New tattoos, new runes, new stuff that I don't need. Probably these stuff are to be sold. Probably.
Hytham, now that you and Basim are settled, what will you do?
We have work to do, starting in the cities of England. London, Jorvik, Winchester, all 3 are infested by members of the same order to which Kjotve belonged. But their reach extends much further than this. Of all the lands on Earth, I believe England is the most overrun.
Do they cause here the same turmoil Kjotve caused in Norway?
Not just turmoil. They spread a plague of delusion, teaching men and women to abase and abuse themselves in exchange for power.
You have strong feelings about this.
Of course. This is the sole purpose of the Hidden Ones, to liberate the body and spirit of man from any unnatural shackles. But we have not operated in England for over 4 centuries. Since the fall of the Roman Empire, the Hidden Ones have not had a presence here. This absence has given the Order of the Ancients ample room to grow and thrive. Our task will not be an easy one, but with a bureau, Basim and I could begin our work. If you have the time and spare resources to build one, we would be most grateful.
I will see what I can do.
I can build this. Hide the marks here to track movements of the Order of the Ancient, and you will find these missions here. If it's missions, yes please. Of course I want to upgrade it. If it gives me ancient missions ones, I find that very interesting. So of course I want to build that. Hidden Ones Bureau. Ooh, it doesn't just go from 1.6 to 2.6, it just slowly upgrades. Alright.
This will make a fine space for my work, Eivor. Thank you.
Well, if your work benefits us, I will see that you keep it, for as long as you live among us.
I believe it will, for we have common cause against our enemy. They have dug their claws deep into England. Eradicate them where they are strongest, and the alliances you seek will be far easier to come by. In London, they now operate without restraint. If you were to eradicate them, the city would be in your debt.
I will talk with Ranry about
The only reason I want to upgrade is...
thoughts.
Good. Yet, before you do, there is something else. A gift I wish to share.
Yes, I love gifts.
I cannot show you here. Will you walk with me?
As long as it's a new outfit from your kind, please.
I will. Lead on.
Please let it be an outfit from their kind. I want an outfit like that, just for no reason. But the reason I upgraded this is because I love the Hidden Ones. They remind me of the old Assassin games, and I love that.
Your breathing,
so, I hope we get more
It does, I'm afraid.
secret
There
missions.
is a pain in my chest for which I have no remedy.
Rest easy then. So long as your mind stays sharp, you will recover.
Of course. Though I am reluctant to displease my mentor.
You would risk your health and your life to please Basim. That I do not understand.
I should not expect you do. When we first arrived, I noted a shadow of suspicion in your eyes. A doubt. A wariness.
Is that a question?
No. Only an observation.
They don't run when you run.
Are you well enough to steer this boat?
I am. Have no worry. It is only prolonged stresses that exhaust me. My energy runs low rather quickly.
I don't like this bow. I don't like it at all, but it's powerful.
And what is this gift you wish to give me?
It will not come from me. It is a gift you must give yourself.
More riddles.
Oh, it's not gonna be physical gift, is it?
Let me say it another
Like
way.
outfit
My
or a
gift
new
is
hidden
not for
blade?
giving or taking. It is a way of living.
But still no clearer.
It is a thing better demonstrated than described.
Then I will wait.
Forgive my jest. This gift we call a leap of faith. It is one of our Brotherhood's most sacred rites. It is not a tool we use against our enemies, but an act we embrace to strengthen our resolve. Like your meditation, it centers our minds, steadies our hands, and purges fear from our hearts. And more practically, it aids our movements, in flight or in stealth.
You call it a leap, and we are climbing a rather steep hill.
There it is again. The shadow of a doubt. Nearly there. Our destination is there.
I suspect you mean to throw me from this cliff, is that it? Please tell me if I'm near the mark.
And spoil the surprise? To perform the leap of faith, you must give yourself over to something greater.
The gods?
Yourself. Embrace the hope that death will not come before you are prepared to meet it. Believe this, and you will fear nothing.
Our deaths are prefigured, weaved into the fabric of the world. To fear this would be a waste of worry and tears.
Good. Then your mind is already attuned to my lesson.
He's gonna teach us to dive into bushes, is that it? I knew it, he's gonna teach us to dive into
I will lead
bushes.
first. On my word, you must follow. Lean into your faith,
I
into
like
your
this.
strength, and take flight.
You want me to jump from here?
Yes.
I would sooner grow wings and fly away. Thank you for the lesson, but...
Wait! And watch!
Ah, he's gonna teach us to fly. I love it. This is starting to feel more like Assassin.
Are you injured?
Yeah!
A perfect fall! And how did it feel?
You spoke true. It was madness and vigor. A purging of fear. A gift I give myself. I see that now. Thank you for showing me the way.
Of course. And thank you, Eivor, for hearing me out.
You called this leap of faith a sacred rite. Do all Hidden Ones practice this same ritual?
As far as I know, it is a rite of initiation that dates back to just before the birth of the Christian Jesus.
Are you hoping to initiate me?
I might try if I believed you would join, but that is not my purpose in England. Basim and I are hunting larger prey.
The Order of Ancients.
Yes. You remember the medallion you took from Kjotve's body? That is their symbol. They are on the road to purge from this world. Like us, they act in secret. But their aim is to rule the world, not free it from unnatural fetters.
The desire to rule is not unique to this order. Sigurd and I want the same. A land to call our own, and the honor that comes with it.
Do not compare yourself to such people. The Order has no honor, no principles, no humanity. Yet they sit on a great many of England's thrones. If you seek to pacify England for the safety of your clan...
Then it may be in my interest to give you aid. I understand.
You desire alliances. We seek to rid England of its deepening rot. Where these hopes meet, our cause does too. You may think this land ruled by harmless jarls and bumbling thanes. Yet look more closely, and you will find a deeper threat. The Order's invisible hand touches all. It shapes everything, instilling its poison into every level of society. From the lowliest fishmonger to the richest merchants, from wealthy thanes to useless kings, the Order has corrupted all. Basim has given me one task here. To locate and eliminate the Order of Ancients in England, in whatever dark corners they reside. If we work together towards this end, it will benefit us both. You will have greater influence over the kingdoms of England.
And you will have more medallions to count.
Exactly. You should begin in London. I have credible reports that the Order is working now to seize the city.
I will speak with Randvi about this.
And while you are there, be on the lookout for our symbol. Centuries ago, the Hidden Ones had bureaus built around England. There were 6, I believe. If you can find them, search them well for documents bearing the same symbol. It will greatly aid my studies.
I will. Thank you, Hytham, for all of this.
Awesome. Order of the Ancient. The Order of the Ancient is a secret side of the pagans that has infiltrated every level of society, spread their dogmatic worldview. To root them out, clues can be found across the world. Zealots are hired mercenaries that assist the Order and enforce their decrees. Finding and eliminating them will provide clues on the identity of the Order, Order's members. Order members. Oh my god. I'm so excited to find all of these. Clues can also be earned by forging alliances, exploring the England, and assisting those in need. Once all clues for a particular member are found, their identity is revealed and they can be tracked down. Order members may have a hierarchy system. Assassinating a Platinus or Priost will provide intel on their... Holy hell. And eventually reveal the Grand Magister of the... Is that what it's called? Magister? Magister of the Order. Oh, cool. A nobleman in Lincoln Sire is member of Order. Cool. Kyofi the Cruel is murdered. Assassinate the Scrapper. She can be found in Saxon military camp at the Utbeck, across the river north of the town of Grantonbridge. Grantonbridge is something. Hunter, son of Hunter. Assassinate the Baldric. He can be found at marketplace in the town of... Oh, I saw the name on the map. 1 out of 16. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 6. 1 out of 3. Kind of curious. This is going to be fun. Give order medallions for give Coda.
What is it you do here again?
He doesn't need to explain, I know what he does. Bye.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
This is going to be fun. Alright. I can't wait to raid new areas and build more encampments, and I can't wait to find all of those abilities that are around, and I can't wait to find all the armor. This game is going to be so much fun. I'm kind of excited about it. Getting too excited maybe. Let's stick to our region. That's power level 20. Power level 20. I'm gonna attack these. Maybe I'm gonna raid this just to see if I can... Ooh, 220. I might try that. Someone did on YouTube, that I saw on YouTube. He raided here and killed all the enemies by just shooting them in the weak spots. I'm gonna try that. I might need to upgrade my bow for that though. So that is that. And then we've got this, just power level 160. 160? I thought it said 120. 160. Guess this is 20. I don't know what to do. Should I take a break? Should I continue? I'm kind of excited about it. I'm gonna take a break. I'll continue in a few hours maybe. I don't know what this is, but cool. Let me see what the name says. Decorative element. Oh, cool. Let's look at that then. Yeah, I like that bow and arrow. Yeah, I like it better than a well. It's like a target. I want my arrow back. Should I take a break? I don't know. I just want to explore so much. I'm gonna take a break, yes. Alright.